Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Bunk and Pick podcast, midweek edition. Got Bunk here, and we got him back. He's back, folks. Woo! He's back, baby.
4 teeth less.
4 teeth? What now?
4 teeth got taken out of my head.
Oh, okay. Are you toothless?
Real bad.
Are you toothless now?
I was, man. There was some pretty rough days there, Bunk.
I hear. I know all about it.
That was brutal.
Hey, we tried to muddle through while you were out.
I liked it. I think you guys did a great job.
We did. We even threw a solo in there.
I know. I actually really liked your solo. It was pretty darn good.
Hey, it's hard. You know what? It's hard to do a solo because you have to literally talk the whole time.
Right. You're talking to yourself the whole time.
You're talking to yourself. And I'm pretty good at doing that. But sometimes it's like, crap, it's just me. I got to keep going. It worked. All right. What do we got?
I buttoned all the way up because we got some business to talk.
Let's call it business. We're going to talk business.
Some business. First and foremost, you guys are wrong on John Gruden, by the way. It wasn't just some, oh, he just said some stuff that wasn't. He said some racist things.
He did say, but my point was they were investigating the owner of the, at that time, Redskins, the Commanders.
Yes.
And they weren't even supposed to be looking at his emails. He kind of got sucked in there.
Yeah, but it's on the internet.
Well, I don't know, man.
He put it out there.
I like Grudy. I'm a Grudy guy. He did say some shit.
He wants college football, I've heard. He wants to get back into college football.
You know what? There's a lot. Openings are happening every single week.
Oh, man. We'll definitely get to that because there's a lot of openings.
There are a lot of openings.
But yeah, I had to. And then also, Gary's quiz.
Yes.
I feel like I did very well.
Okay.
I barely ever see you eat chili dogs.
I eat chili dogs at home.
How often?
Well, when we make them at home, your mother likes to have chili dogs.
Right. You like microwaved hot dogs with plastic sheets.
Well, I do. But that, like, if it's a formal, like, that's my kind of like me just making quick. But if we actually have them, we do, we put chili on them. And the thing with hot dog, if the bun is steamed, then I can eat a lot of them. They go quick, man.
Funky chestnut over here.
I mean, what do they say? 2 hours? I mean, that's a long time.
It is a long time. Also, the deviled eggs thing, I said 5.
You can
5 at a party. 5 is fair.
Okay, let's talk about it. Deviled egg thing. You're at a party. They put them on the deviled egg thing, the round circle. Right. If you ate 5, you literally ate like 3/4 of the ones that are out there.
No, you didn't. And
yes,
also,
you did.
It gets refilled.
I know, but
that's only 2.5.
You're like friggin' George Costanza sitting there eating shit. I'd eat. Okay, I could eat a whole bunch, like probably the whole thing, but I would eat probably just 2, just to be nice. And then afterwards, I would like stop and get something to eat on the way home.
All right, as a chef, I'll say 5 is acceptable.
Wow. Okay.
That's acceptable.
Would you like eat them all at once when they put them out, or would you kind of wait until they kept filling them up?
Just grazing throughout the whole time of the party, right?
All right.
So 5.
But you made fun of my 20. You made fun of my 20 chili dogs.
That's why 20 hot dogs is like 4 pounds. That's gross.
They go quick though when you like Uncle George's hot wieners up in New York. Oh my God, we can down those things like nothing. They're 2 bites.
You have to eat them quick because you don't know what's contaminating them. It's like the 5-second rule.
I know, but they're steamed. Everything's steamed. Very nice. They're a very nice dog up there. Nice doggy.
All right, that's what I had for you.
All right, what else you got?
Those are my gripes. I would love to hit college football first because there are a ton of, baseball or football first?
Well, we're going to do baseball, but I'm going to give you one gripe that's starting to really chap my nuts. Nuts are being chapped.
I think I know what this one is. Let it go. Let it go.
Okay. Do we not wear fucking pants anymore when we're playing football? I literally saw a dude, had him so high up, it was shorter. It was like friggin' Magnum PI shorts going. What the hell's going on, man?
But here's my question to you. What do the knee pads actually do?
Well, they're supposed to at least cushion your knee.
They're this big.
All right, come on, man. It's ridiculous. It's like a bunch. You remember when you played football? You remember like Fridays were just pads and helmet? That's literally what they're doing now. They just play pads and helmet, and that's
got to be fast. Got to be aerodynamic.
It's stupid. It's real. I'm telling you, it's pissing me off. Or as I like to say, it is griddling my balls.
It's really griddling. It's chapping your ass. Yeah. Here's my gripe about it. Why do defensive linemen wear the tiniest shoulder pads in the world?
Oh, well, they're hitting from a distance of like 2 feet. So
yeah, but they wear the wide receiver shoulder pads.
I don't know. The shorts thing's really torquing me though, man. I got to be honest. And every game, they're just getting shorter and shorter. It's like unbelievable. I don't understand. And then they're all hurt. They're constantly hurt. So
they are hurt. There's a lot of injuries.
There's a lot of injuries. And I think a lot of it's due to shorts. Wearing shorts.
Hey, they need to wear those high socks, cover their ankles.
I think they do. The shorts I'm just saying, it's gotten to like where it was a little bit over the knee. And I swear I was watching a game and the dude had it up on top of his thigh. I was like, what do you just wear some friggin' thong underwear out there and play? Jesus. The hell, man. It's gross.
Well,
all right.
Gripe done. My gripe is pitchers throwing the ball down the middle. Why do they have to throw it? That's ridiculous.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, Pop.
That's ridiculous. Okay. Anyways.
All right. Let's go to MLB.
MLB. Man, the Mariners blew it.
You know, they did blow it because so they were down 2, came back 1-3. All they had to do was win 1.
All they had to do was win 1,
and they couldn't get it done, man.
But they took 2 games to start the series at Toronto.
Yep.
And then went home and could not win a game at home.
I know.
Scherzer looked like a Cy Young pitcher again, and he wasn't throwing. He was missing spots. They were swinging at everything.
Yeah, they weren't. They had some big they had home runs, but they didn't have a lot of like hits, like in between. They look. They were either They didn't score a lot of runs. Let me just say that.
No.
The other thing is, here's the crazy thing. So you get to the playoffs, and automatically now your starters are the best relief guys. I mean.
Yeah, I don't get that either. I don't know why they used Brian Wu out of the bullpen. Just let him start a game.
I know, because last game he pitched. He was hurt and he's come back. He just barely came back. He didn't really do great the last game he was in there. And come on, you have guys that are in the bullpen. You're paying money to be bullpen guys. Like I thought that was a bad move personally.
I didn't like some of the pitching moves. Were pretty not great.
Yeah.
On both sides, honestly. They were pulling pitchers quick. It's just that classic scared manager not letting the starter, like 3 innings of starter is not, you're killing your bullpen. And then on the other side, you're doing that to yourself. And then whoever wins this series has to go play a team that used 2 bullpen arms the whole series in LA.
Yeah, I think it's going to get out. Well, I will say this. I'll say this about both the Mariners and the Blue Jays. So before the trade deadline, they both picked up players that ended up helping them. So the Blue Jays got Bieber, who's actually has turned out to be a really good.
He is. I told you he was going to be good.
Got his form back. And the Mariners got Naylor and your boy, Eugenio Suarez.
Suarez had a rough postseason, but Naylor was probably the best hitter on that team.
Well, Suarez, though, kind of won the game for him in one game because he hit the grand slam and he hit 2 home runs. But, I mean, those pickups actually helped him. But Bieber being able to pitch, that was pretty big. I think he's done well.
Yeah. Bieber was big. And Vlad Guerrero was...
He's on fire.
He was the MVP of that series.
Yeah. Who did they give it to? You know who they gave it to?
I think it was Vlad.
Vlad, yeah.
It had to have been. He hit the shit out of the ball.
He was, and George Springer had a great series, though, too.
He did, but it was that classic postseason Springer. He gets the home run in the clutch position. Yeah. But I will say, the Mariners had a chance after that home run and just biffed it. They did nothing.
Yeah, they had time to I mean, the last inning was ugly. They all 3 struck out and okay, number one, I would have pinch hit for the first guy that was up. He just doesn't hit. And then they brought a guy off the bench, struck out. And then honestly, at the end, it was 3-2, and that was a clear ball he swung out. And then you got the old Dumpy Dumper up next, who could hit a home run. You never know.
I know.
He hit 5, I think, in the series. So I don't know. Wasn't their year. But like you said before, I honestly don't think it matters. The Dodgers are not losing to either one of those teams.
They look unbelievable.
Yeah, they look good. Unless something happened here while they had a couple off days, I don't think they're going to be hard to beat.
You know what they feel like to me? Those like 40s and 50s Yankees.
Yeah.
Those guys just did not. Nobody could beat those teams.
No, they're loaded, man. They just, every single guy that comes up can hit. They're loaded. The pitching's great. I just don't see how. And I think actually the first 2 games are in Toronto, which will be interesting. I mean, Vlad had a great series. He's bringing on base every time. He's killing the ball. But you got to have. Hopefully it'll be close and it'll be competitive. But I guess we'll see.
I just don't think it would. The lineup hits constantly for the Dodgers. We saw some really stupid errors in the last series for Toronto. If they make one error, LA takes advantage of that so quick.
Yeah.
And their pitchers 1 through 5 are all aces.
No, I know that. I mean, and they're tough to beat. How about my boy, Kiner Falefa? Went from the Yankees and flipped around for a year or two. Had a great series.
Played pretty well. He did have a good series. I mean, he was in the no man's land of Pittsburgh there for a while.
Yeah.
But he looked a lot better. I just don't think. I mean, I know Bichette said he's coming back, but I just don't think. All of my money would go on the Dodgers.
I was going to ask you though. So Bichette hasn't played in a long time. I don't know that I don't even know if I would upset what's going on there.
You're gonna sit Kiner Falefa for him.
But I mean, he batted 350, 370 or something during the series, and you're gonna. I mean, I don't know. Well, no, I don't think so. Well, he played second.
It's either him, but they'll put Jimenez over at second. Jimenez had a great series.
He had a good series.
Huge home runs.
But you got a guy who's literally hasn't played an actual game in a while. I don't know. If it was me, I get that he's coming back. I don't know that I would start him though. I don't know. We'll see.
Here's my question. If you are every other team in the National League, what do you even do in the offseason? Because the Dodgers have all these guys signed through a few years. What do you even do? Do you even is it even worth going to spend all that money?
Well, the best bet I thought was the Padres. I thought they had the personnel. I think they still have the personnel to compete. They just can't beat them. They can't win that division. It's a tough Philly's old. They got to do something.
And you were right. The GM and the coach threw Bryce Harper.
Oh my God, that was a horrible. I don't know. Are they just trying to piss him off or what?
I would just want to. If I was Harper, I'd say, "Fuck you, I'm out."
I mean, I'm wondering if that's what they're trying to do. I mean, it was a weird. Honestly, he's your guy. You never say something like that. He is the superstar in the team. It's just crazy.
That was wild. I was like, for the GM to say, I think the coaches, they have mouths. They all have mouths. But for the GM to come out and say it's zero backing for a guy that is a Hall of Famer.
Oh, absolutely. And a guy who is beloved there. Fans love him there. I mean, even they got to be going, what the hell is this dude doing? I thought it was really bizarre thing. If that's what you think, you don't come out and say that. It's just, there's got to be, I don't even understand it. Yeah, I'd be pissed if it was me. I don't care how much money they're paying him. I got to imagine he's not happy. Hey, the other news I saw, did you see the Angels have pivoted from one guy who's never been a manager to let's go pick another guy who's never been a manager in Kurt Suzuki. That makes no sense.
Guess where Pujols is
Yeah, Orioles
talking
or Padres.
the Padres.
No, there's no
What are you doing?
no earthly way a team that talented should have a guy with no experience.
No, Schilt was like the perfect coach for that team because he was level-headed. He didn't mind getting in the face of the players, and they respected him. How much respect is Pujols going to command?
It is bizarre. I mean, Kurtz is. Maybe the Angels just honestly, maybe nobody wants the job. Okay, I could maybe see that, but I can't see the Orioles or the Padres with the teams they have and the talent they have wanting to get a guy with no experience. It makes zero sense to me. I don't understand it.
I don't get it because they're both on the up. They both have decent chances next year.
They do. It's so weird. It's and then San Francisco's hiring. It looks like they're going to hire the friggin' college guy.
I know, Lavolo. I don't think college pro translates to pro. It's a completely different baseball game.
It is way
completely different.
It's just
I don't
weird.
know how that's going to work. It is weird. There's some weird front of, and that's a Buster Posey move. Maybe it's just I got to make a splash, but he's going to find himself without a job real quick.
I know, but I still say you have bench coaches and you have guys that have been managing in the minors for a long time. I don't understand. I mean,
right.
you got to think if you're in one of those. So say you're a manager in the minors with the Angels, you got to be pretty fucking pissed that they're going out looking at Kurt Suzuki, who's never coached at all. I mean, it's just it's weird. I don't understand the whole thought process there. But again, that's probably why they never win. I mean, they literally never win.
Their front office is bad.
They are bad.
They give bad contracts to old players constantly.
Yeah. Well, I think it's funny. I think the I think they were still paying friggin' Pujols like $1 million a year anyway. It's just fucking so weird, man.
Yeah, it is weird. All right. Well, we can preview the World Series later.
Yeah.
I could sit here and bitch about baseball all day because there's some stupid shit going on.
There is. I know. And we like our baseball, so we could do that.
I know. All right. We have a lot of firings in college football. Do you ever remember this many Power 4 jobs being open at once before?
I don't. It's been pretty crazy. So I don't know if you saw Colorado State fired their coach.
Yep.
So here, let's go through. So Florida, they finally fired Billy Napier.
Huge buyout.
Yeah, and I think and I don't think it mattered. And he did win his last game. I don't think it mattered, but they're going into a bye, so I get it. They're not taking a chance. Of course, we talked about Penn State. Oregon State fired their guy, Trent Bray. Arkansas, of course.
Virginia Tech.
Yep, Arkansas. Virginia Tech. Arkansas, you called that one. Of course, Oklahoma State fired Gundy. And how about this one? Here's an interesting one. So UCLA fired Deshaun Foster. The new coach has come in. He's won 3 in a row.
He's winning.
And he beat, they didn't make a big deal out of he beat Penn State. Can't remember who else. And then he beat, this past week, Maryland. And Maryland was actually, for a while there, was like a really good team. I don't know, maybe they're falling apart. But so he's 3-0 there. And it's amazing, Well, not only did the head coach go, but I think the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, they brought Rick Neuheisel's son in to do the offensive coordinator. Young guy, he's doing great. So they got a little something going out there. Virginia Tech, we talked about does Beamer leave South Carolina? And I said no, but South Carolina's, I think his time there might come to an end. I mean, they're just not winning, man.
He said it's his dream job. South Carolina's a dream job, but they all say shit like that. Like,
yeah,
it would make sense for him to go to Virginia Tech.
Well, I think it would too, and I think he's just not winning. He's this year's not going to be. It's going to be worse than last year.
And he's good at recruiting, and he's good in the portal.
Yeah,
and in a perceived weaker conference in the ACC, he's going to win more.
Yeah,
If I were him, the only thing that would hold me back is I have to live in the shadow of my father. right?
Well, and
he's going to get compared.
He's going to get compared, which is tough. But earlier this year I said no, there's no way. But now I'm like, I really thought they would have a better record by now. I thought they'd be more competitive. They're just not. They're not a competitive team right now. Not in the SEC.
No, they're not.
No.
And Sellers is a great quarterback, but he's gone after this year.
Yeah. I don't see him staying. Well, we talked about so Colorado State just fired Jay Norvell, which and then UAB was funny. They fired Trent Dilfer, and then first game with the new coach, they come and upset Memphis. So
great game.
That's it makes you wonder. I mean, you don't think a coach makes that big of a difference, but I guess they, and somebody can come in a short period of time and change, and they're not changing the, the talent. They're changing the attitude and things like that. So interesting. There's been a lot of firings. I think they kind of are hinting that after the season, the Florida State coach is probably gone.
Crazy, because did you see the buyout for that?
He's got a big buyout. His staff, I think, him and his staff, it's like what, $70 million or something like that.
$74 million.
But it's Florida State, and they got the money. So
yeah, the AD said this is not what we expect at Florida State. I think he's gone after the year. I bet there's a clause in his contract that lowers the buyout after the season, and that's what they're going to wait.
It probably is. It is. But I mean, come on, he just went and he got beat by California. Not that California, Stanford. Yeah, I mean, you can't.
Stanford lost to Hawaii.
I know. That's a really, really bad loss. I don't know. That's kind of crazy, but that's the way of the world. I mean, I think with the money and stuff, and so let me ask you this: so you're a rich guy, you're an alumni of some school. Let me ask you this: you got millions of dollars, and then they want to buy out a coach, so that they get all the high alumni like yourself together and say, "Hey, let's all chip in X amount of money and buy this guy out." Would you do that?
To them, money's not a thing, and it's not a real thing anymore.
But I mean,
it's just not. I bet I would.
Just think about it, though. Think about it. You can take $5 million or whatever. You're basically saying, I just have it. So, like, to me and you, that must be like $5 in your pocket, because you're taking $5 million that you could do. God knows. I mean, how much you can do? So much other good things, but you're doing it because you're pissed off at a college football coach and want him replaced. I have a really hard time wrapping my head around that, man.
It is crazy, but I just don't think. I think you get so wealthy, you get to the point where you're so wealthy that money's not a real thing anymore. You do whatever you want, you get whatever you want.
It's just
money's not a real thing anymore.
I know, but it just is mind-boggling. I guess. Yeah, maybe you're right. It is mind-boggling to me that they would. Oh, I would. Yeah, to see this guy gone, I'm willing to give up. And they're throwing millions in there. These guys. It's not like a couple 100,000. It's freaking crazy, man. I mean, I don't know. I think it's stupid, but whatever. If the school's doing it because they have something behind in the school, I get that. The school has funds and stuff, but I do believe they go to the alumni. I think the alumni are the ones who are kicking it in.
Boosters. It's all the big boosters.
It's crazy as shit, man. Is crazy. And I
had heard with the James Franklin thing I was reading around, and not only was it boosters, but they're switching to Adidas next year. And I heard that Adidas threw some money in there to get him out of there.
It's just an amazing thing to get rid of a coach. It's crazy shit. It's crazy they signed him to a huge contract, number one. But it's even crazier that. So I think, after last week, and we'll go recap some of the games, but I think some of the schools have some guys, new guys on the hot seat, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
You got to think LSU's about done.
They got to be sick of Kelly because there's so many antics around him.
Yeah, and he's
done,
and he's not winning, and
he's not winning,
and they don't look good, to be honest with you.
When does Ole Miss say, "Hey, man, Lane, you can't win a big game"?
That's an interesting one because he is a very high demand guy.
Yeah,
He can get a job tomorrow somewhere. I mean, Florida would love him. I even
but
saw
then it would be the same thing.
I even
They
saw
could
a
play
ridiculous
Georgia
thing to him to Texas, like Sark. You know, Sark's not going anywhere. But Kiffin is in demand. I don't think to me, that would be just a ridiculous move. Ole Miss hasn't been on the map in friggin' ages. And
I know. They're
he's
on
got
the
him.
map right now.
And he's got him on the map. So
He has. But still, at some point, you're watching your big rivals win every year, right? And you're losing these games they should have won that game this weekend.
yeah, I mean,
And he got tight. He got tight, and the play calling sucked again.
Yeah.
And they lost. Other guy, Hugh Freeze came out today or yesterday and said, it'd be really nice if the AD could give me a vote of confidence. Guess what that means? His ass is gone soon.
Yeah, I think he's not going to be there. I mean, come on, that's another. He's got some talent, and for whatever reason, he can't get it out of him. I think he's on the hot seat. I think South Carolina Beamer's on the hot seat.
I think LSU, there's going to start being chatter.
Oh, LSU. Well, they're a big school. They're like these other schools where they can certainly pony up whatever money they need to get rid of them. I mean, that's not going to be an issue.
Yeah. Here's a coach for you. Here, let me ask you this: how long does Clemson put up with Dabo's bullshit while they're losing?
I think
he's loud.
I think Dabo's about. You know what? I'm wondering if he wants out, and that's his way of trying to.
It's like every week he's saying some stupid inflammatory things.
Don't you think though? It sounds to me kind of like he's almost daring them, like, almost like, please get me out of here. I want to go somewhere else.
That would be a huge job for somebody too. To walk into Clemson, all you got to do is get a couple transfers.
Yeah, Clemson would be big.
Yeah, that'd be a huge job.
But it's going to be interesting because there's going to be big names that are going to be available after this year.
Yeah, my prediction is after watching Nebraska they were distracted. That game, you could tell they were distracted. There was a lot of noise around. I think Rule's gone. I think Rule goes to Penn State.
I think he does too. I do too. Well, I mean, Penn State is a huge step up from at this point. It's a huge step up from Nebraska
because money. They're throwing money at Penn State right now,
and he's a really good coach. So I don't disagree with you. What do you think? Let me ask you. What do you think about the Baylor coach?
Man, he's so hot and cold. They had a lot of expectations. They had one of the best quarterbacks. Honestly, he's probably top 5 quarterback that nobody's talking about.
He's really good, yeah.
He's going to be amazing in the pros. But Aranda just can't win. He's just not winning. And they got boat raced by TCU this week.
They got crushed. Yeah, I mean, they started slow and then they won. And I said, all right. And then I watched the quarterback who was really good. But you can't lose. I mean, they're out of it basically already almost. So I think he's got to be on the hot seat too over there.
Fickle at Wisconsin, they came out and said the AD said we have his back. We just need to provide funds.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what they lack. Maybe they're not paying the NIL guys enough. I mean, you got to play the game if you're there. But
when's the last time you saw Wisconsin this down?
They're bad. They're really bad.
I have never seen them this bad. They always have good running backs. They don't have them anymore. They've always had good offensive lines. It's been horrible.
Yeah,
it's never been their quarterback.
It's pretty crazy with I have to think when they make a statement like that, they're saying that they're going to commit more NIL money. I don't know. I don't know what else they can say because they don't. I mean, if you look, they really don't. They don't have any big players there. I mean, they're bad. I mean, they're bad. What else to say? They suck.
They're really bad.
Really suck.
Let me ask you this: as far as a coach maybe getting a job, do you think PJ Fleck gets a look at a bigger job?
I think he should. I guess the question is, does he want to go somewhere else? I think he's a Minnesota guy.
He likes it there. He could probably get a program going.
He's a great coach, good motivator. I like him. I like him as a coach. Minnesota is always going to be just a step down from the big guys.
Yep.
I think he'd be a great candidate. You know, nobody talks about it. Him leaving. He's been there a long time. I wouldn't mind seeing him going somewhere else.
I think he could do really well. Like if Fickle was to leave Wisconsin, I think he could turn that.
Yeah. I think that would be a step up for him.
Yes, or even Nebraska. Matt Rule leaves, he'd that would be a huge step up for him, and I think he would do really well because he's a culture guy, and that's a culture program.
Yeah. No, I agree. So it's gonna be fun to see.
All right, Bunk, I got to ask you now. We are, 6, 7, 8 weeks in?
Yep.
Who's your number one team right now? Who's your top 5?
I mean, you know what? As much as I hate Ohio State, I don't see them losing, man. They are good. God dang. I was looking at the stop rates, defensive stop rates. You know, they're number one on defense, and they score points. I think they're head and shoulders above everybody else at this point. I think number 2, you know, until Indiana, they've impressed me. I would have to stick with Indiana in the top 5. And as much as it pains me after watching Alabama, they're good again.
They're really good.
You know, I did like Ole Miss, but I don't know. I mean, maybe they're up there too. Here's the thing: Ole Miss, Texas A&M. I know they're good, and A&M is probably going to be undefeated till they get to the Texas game, maybe. But when you watch them play, they just don't. They don't look like a top 5 team to me, but they just keep winning. So I mean, are they that good? Hell, I don't know. I just keep waiting for them to lose, you know, every week, and they don't lose. So they got to be in the top 5 as well.
Yeah.
And I'm just not an Oregon guy. And Miami got friggin' beat, so they didn't look good at all either.
They look bad. Carson Beck looked terrible.
They did. You know, do you still go Georgia? I think Georgia's I don't know if they're top 5.
They're top 10. I'm not saying top 5.
I think they're top 10. I will say this. No, I don't think they're top 5 right now. Notre Dame, after the first 2 losses, has really played well. I mean, if they didn't have those 2, they would be looking pretty good. But you know, those losses are killing them. I don't know. One other team, I had Texas Tech. They got beat. I don't know. I think that's probably the only ones I can think of like top tier. But I think Ohio State is head and shoulders above everybody.
I think Ohio State's the clear-cut number 1 team in the nation.
Yeah.
Until they get pressed, but they're not going to get pressed by anybody until the playoffs.
They will not. No, nobody is going to come close.
Maybe Michigan, but only because it's a rival game.
Maybe, but I just don't. Their defense is too strong.
I think if you put Indiana and Alabama against each other on a neutral field, Alabama would handle Indiana.
I think Indiana beats Indiana. Or I'm sorry, Alabama. I do believe Alabama would win.
Alabama is on a roll. They're really, really good.
And you know what? Their quarterback is good. He makes great throws, man, when he has to. And they look like the old Alabama teams that wear you down, and then just at the end of the game, it's, you know, you can't. They're done. Fourth quarter's down. So I agree. Yeah, I think they're up there.
So for me, it would go Ohio State, Alabama, Indiana. As much as it pains me to say it, probably Texas A&M, and I still have Oregon up there.
Oregon's gonna. You know what? They're gonna have to. We'll see how they do the rest of the season here.
I still have them a top 5 team. I think there's so much talent, and they went against the what I'm calling the number 3 team and lost. Right, so that's where I'm at with it. But A&M has to be in there but I agree, they're winning on defense, but they've been playing some sloppy ball. Arkansas almost got them this week.
Yep,
Arkansas is not very good.
You know what? They're not bad though, and they have a good quarterback, and they're a dangerous team. I wouldn't want to play them just because you're not blowing them out. I don't think.
That's true.
They can stay. Well, what do you think? What do you think about Georgia Tech undefeated?
They don't play anybody until they play Georgia.
No, I mean
they're going to win out.
They're going to win out, and if they beat Georgia, they got to be in.
Oh my God! If they beat Georgia, they're in.
And I think last year they had like 8 overtimes it took to get beat.
Yeah,
that Georgia beat them.
Even if they lose to Georgia, they go play what is not even Miami right now. Miami's like on the outside looking in now.
Yeah, that was a big loss. Big loss by Miami, man.
That who knows who they play? It could be Virginia. They could be playing Virginia in the championship game.
Yep.
Georgia Tech beats Virginia.
Oh, I think so. Georgia, I'm gonna have to. I think I watched one game. I'm gonna have to watch them. They're just winning. I thought Duke would give them a little better game, but they didn't. And then the other team is, I guess I'm gonna have to friggin' start watching BYU better. I watched their games. They don't look like a great team, and they, and even though the score was 24-21, but Utah scored late. It really was not a close game.
No, BYU won that game.
They did. Their defense shut them down and stuff. I have a hard time thinking they're like a top, for whatever reason. They're a top team, but they're undefeated.
I think Tech stumbled, but they're still the best team in that conference. That conference is crazy right now. The Big 12 is like, what do you even do with the Big 12 right now? Tech stumbled, and they lost Arizona State. Sam Leavitt was on fire.
Leavitt is good.
And there was a backup quarterback for Tech. So with all that, I think Texas Tech still wins the Big 12, and whoever wins the Big 12, they're probably only getting one team in. And it's whoever wins the conference is going to get into the playoff.
Yeah, I agree. I think having the backup quarterback hurt, but I will say Sam Leavitt is freaking pretty awesome, man.
Yeah.
And if I think he was hurt and missed a couple games, I think Arizona State probably would have a better record. But that was pretty impressive. The whole Texas Tech to 22 points. So even though,
yeah.
And then the other great game is Vanderbilt just beat up on LSU. Man, that wasn't Vanderbilt. Here's the thing though, Vandy. They're gonna LSU. I don't think is a great team. Vanderbilt, I think, is a good team, but and I love Pavia and he scores and all that stuff, but better teams like the Alabamas and those they're gonna steamroll them, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I mean, it happened already.
Yeah,
they played.
Yeah, Alabama did. Yeah,
even that game here in Austin, Texas has the number 2 defense in the nation right now. As bad as that offense is, that defense will keep them in the game.
Yeah, I agree. Vanderbilt's a much better team. Even their defense isn't bad or anything. I mean, they are actually a pretty well-rounded team. But for them to be like trying to get to the playoffs, they'll have to win out at this point. That's a tough task for them, I think. But I wouldn't want to play them either. I think when Texas plays them, that's going to be a scary game.
Absolutely, Texas is probably going to lose at least one more game.
Yeah, and we haven't even talked about them yet, but Jesus, wowzer.
Well, let's talk about it. So here, Sark comes out in his press conference, and he's asked what the problem was. He said, well, it was me. He was play calling. He said, they asked, what was the difference between the Oklahoma game and this game? And it's Kentucky. And he said, well, I kept it super simple for the Oklahoma game on the offense. And guess what? They fucking had explosive plays and they were hitting. And then, I thought I could open the playbook up for Kentucky because we did so good in Oklahoma. Why are you going away from what's working?
Wait a minute.
Get that.
Did he consider those plays opening the playbook up?
He said he opened up the playbook. The first play of the game is that double reverse flea flicker bullshit where it was horrible.
Those aren't opening the play.
No.
And the thing is, we can sit and we can beat up on Arch Manning a lot, and he missed throws. But I will say this: he doesn't actually even give him the opportunity to throw downfield. Everything is sideline to sideline or little dink passes. I mean, you got to let the kid play too. I mean, his play calling does not allow that. Everything is within a 10-yard, within 10 yards. And the running game suffers because of that. They just stack the box up there. And then there was no running game against Kentucky. And come on, man. I gotta be honest, I thought they were going to lose. It was
they deserved to lose that game.
Yeah, you have to throw the ball downfield. And you know what? I get it. They're getting pressured. Their offensive line is not good, but for whatever reason, they were great against Oklahoma.
Right. You have two backups on you have a true freshman at guard, and you have the third string center, I guess second string. Why are you calling these exotic line movement plays on these guys?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. You're shooting yourself in the foot. I read a stat today. We are a little over halfway through the season. Arch Manning has been hit 60 times this year. 6-0. Quinn Ewers was hit 60 times the entirety of 2024, including the playoffs.
Yeah, I will. That's what I said. That's what I mean. Unfortunately for Arch, when he's not hit, he's missing guys too.
He's missing the easiest.
He's missing easy throws where he could be extending on third down. He's missing third down throws, but you got to let him throw down the field. My God, I can't remember the last time. It's very rare when he throws anything bit longer than 10 yards. Most of it's to the sides, and I hate that. And that is play calling, and other teams know it. And there is no way Kentucky should have been in that game with Texas. Zero way. Not to go to overtime. Come on, man, that's ridiculous.
And barely went in overtime.
Yeah,
it took a goal line. It took a goal line stop.
It did. Defense, and the nibbler. If it wasn't those, that game was. And Niblett actually was the offense. Let's be honest. He was the entire. So if the offense was punt returns, and that's bad. That's bad. We're kind of far into the season now to keep having that conversation, but they're coming up to, they still have Georgia on the table. They got, we talked about Vanderbilt. They got A&M. Come on, man. You got to turn it around. Do something. We got Mississippi State this week. They're not a bad team.
No, they played everybody tight.
They're better.
They're on that team. An old wide receiver for Texas is on that team with a chip on his shoulder, and Brennan Thompson. You know that they're going to attack the defense.
They absolutely, and they are a better team than Kentucky. Kentucky's just, let's be honest, they're not a great team. And Stoops, I think, he's on his
this year.
I think so.
My God, that guy turns into a potato or a tomato. He is so red and screaming. How does his heart not exploded?
He's been there a long time, longer than I thought. He's been in Kentucky a long time. It's probably good for both sides there to move on. But anyway, I agree.
Last Sark thing, and I'm paraphrasing what he said here, but he was asked, with being the CEO, with 2 signing periods, with what college football is now, the demand on a head coach, have you even thought about giving up play calling? And his response was, I got hired here because I'm a really, really good offensive coordinator. And then he went on to say that there's going to be down years where the offense is bad, and there's going to be down years where the defense is bad. The other side of the ball has to pick us up.
Oh, man.
That's not the right mindset.
I don't agree with that, but I will say that after the game, when you love how the sideline reporters, have to say he looked, for the first time, he looked to me really pissed off after the game. So I get what he says, and he's saying in the media and stuff, but I was watching the interview and I said, man, that dude is right now, he's pissed, and generally he's kind of gives off a different demeanor in there, but hopefully he is pissed. He needs to be pissed because he sucks right now, and their offense sucks.
The play calling. Arch is missing easy throws and he's missing what? So Arch is a young quarterback that's missing easy throws and missing. Why the fuck aren't you benching him for at least a couple series to come?
I know.
In a game like Kentucky, where your backup is going to be able to move the ball, he can't. He's missing crossing routes. He's missing 5-yard throws in front of him.
I know.
High, outside. Like, why the fuck would you not put the backup in? And
I didn't understand that.
Sark said, well, different times call for different things. And, that's not a time for me to take out my starting quarterback. He just needs to keep playing it. No, dude. You were the number 1 team in the nation to start the year. You have become this team that everybody's writing off because your quarterback can't hit a throw.
Yeah,
he's got talent, but goddamn, put the other guy in.
If he might have talent, but he can't make you're right. I don't. How many third downs did we watch last game when they had a crossing route over the middle. All he had to do, which nobody's on him, easy throw. He missed it, which immediately you go to fourth down. You turn the ball over again. He did that so many times. And those, even I will say this, the announcers, for whatever reason, are pretty easy on Arch, too. I'm sure because of the whole Manning thing. But, he was clearly, out of all the games I watched Saturday, he was by far the worst quarterback I watched play. And I get that he was getting sacked and all the other stuff, but he was still the worst quarterback I saw play out of all of them, including against the kid he was playing against at Kentucky.
Right. And then you look at the other side, like the week before, he looked like one of the better quarterbacks in the.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen. It doesn't happen that often, though. And even then he misses. He misses really, really easy throws that I don't understand. And literally, there's no downfield throws, so who knows, if he would miss those or not, to be honest with you.
I was asked this weekend, why did Arch do so well in those 2 games at home last year when he started, and then this year he just can't? And I said exactly that. He played 2 really bad teams at home.
Yeah.
He had a better offensive line, and he had, right now, better pass catchers because they caught the ball, even when he missed the throw.
Yeah.
The problem with Arch is he's missing the throw that's so easy, and we'd have a completely different conversation if he's hitting those 5-yard ends, because those guys have space to run.
Yeah.
And there would be explosive plays. They're one of the worst offenses in college football right now, and it's because he can't hit easy throws.
I know.
He can make the big throw. He's making big throws down the field. He can't hit the easy one. I don't get it.
The easy, and if you watch the receivers, they seem a bit frustrated when they're wide open, and they're like, come on. There's running room, especially against teams like Kentucky. There was running room. I mean, they get the ball, they're going for a while. I don't know. It's weird. Even his motion and stuff everything just doesn't. He doesn't look smooth out there. Mm-mm. Everything is just kind of weird the way his motion is. And I don't know. It's been disappointing, and I keep waiting for it to change. But we're 8 weeks in, nothing's changed.
This is what they are. They're not going to change.
But I mean, he's got to change, or you got to at least think about putting the other kid in. He pulled Ewers a few times,
Yeah, I know.
And Ewers was a better quarterback than Arch by far.
Yep. And all that shit Greg gave me last year. Guess what? Quinn Ewers, the number 2 quarterback in Miami now.
And he played the fourth quarter last game.
That's right.
Yep.
He looked good.
He did look good.
So I'm just saying, I think there's a lot of problems. I think the offensive line's not giving Arch enough time. I don't think Arch is seasoned enough to see the field well, to run the damn ball when everything's covered. He's just getting coverage sacks. I think Stark's not helping him by drawing up these plays that take 5 seconds for anything to happen when their offensive line can't hold up.
Yeah.
And the run game is non-existent anymore. Where did the run game go? It's gone. They don't run the ball.
No, one game everything against Oklahoma was great. Outside of that, 0. It's weird, very weird.
Go back to that game plan.
Be
good at what you're good at.
Overthinking it, or I don't know what it is, but Jesus, I'm kind of losing patience.
I heard one. I have heard one local radio guy says there's 2 different coaches. There's Coach Sark and there's Coach Steven, and we keep seeing Coach Steven.
Oh God. Oh my gosh, man.
So, I don't know. I personally am in the camp of he needs there's too much shit to do as a head coach. You can't draw up plays. I mean, you can be part of the process of creating the game plan. You can be part of the process of developing the quarterback. But on game day, there's too much going on. You need to have a play caller that's up in the booth looking at the field. They don't have that.
I agree, but I think the way he thinks, I think if they told him that, I think he would just leave, and he wants to do both. I don't think he wants to just be the head coach. So
well, then Texas is never going to get over the hump, and we're going to be Penn State.
Yep. Well, we're going to see. Mississippi State is not a bad team, so this is going to be another test. But
and then you go on a gauntlet.
Yeah,
you could lose out. You could lose 4 in a row at the end of the year.
And the defense got to be pissed too, constantly having to. I know what they say. Oh, we're all one team. That's bullshit. We've all played.
Yeah.
There's internally, come on, man, you guys need to friggin' score a point.
Yeah.
And they're all pointing at the quarterback too. Let's be honest. He's not hitting guys, and that's bullshit.
And when he does, here's the thing. He's immature because when he does in that one game, he had a good game. He's standing over people.
Oh my God. Yeah. That was ridiculous.
It's just young quarterback. It's just a young kid.
Yeah.
It's just a young kid on the field. And he's seeing his eyes are this big every game because he's been hit so many times.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the game, my last grump about this game, there was so much bad. What the fuck was DeAndre Moore doing running out of bounds when the game was over?
Oh, I know. That's coaching, though.
The game was over.
That's coaching.
Kick a field goal and the game's over.
It's coaching.
That was horrible. Why did you run a sweep or a jet sweep with a wide receiver when you have a minute left and you have the game in hand? Just hand the ball up the middle.
I know.
Let the clock go.
Again, it's play calling, and I don't know. As Texas fans, we're not happy right now.
Not happy. It's not good because you know that they're going to lose. They're not beating Georgia.
Oh my God, no!
Georgia. They're not beating Georgia. They're not beating A&M right now.
Actually, I think it's incredible how close we stayed with Ohio State now. In hindsight,
that defense is unbelievable.
That's the only reason, because if we had any offense, shit, maybe we win that a game too. But all right,
those are my college. We were on college football a while, but it was very infuriating. My face hurt so bad on Saturday, and I was watching that.
Oh, I know.
On the TV.
I know. Yeah, it was not good. All right.
That's all right. NFL.
We have to start. We have to start with the New York Jets, dude. They finally pulled Fields out. I mean, and here's the thing. So, the owner, Woody Johnson, he just came out with a little quote. He praised Glenn for turning around parts of the team. He said, it's hard when you have a quarterback with a rating that he's got. I mean, he has ability, but something's just not jiving. So, they signed Fields $40 million. Done. He just, you know what? Yeah, he's failed now in too many places. He's just not an NFL quarterback. Good quarterback in college. He's just not the guy in the pros. He's just. I mean, I've never seen offense in the pros as bad as they are. We were talking about Texas. These guys are freaking horrible, man.
It's really bad. They can't move the ball.
No,
what was it, that game they were in London? They had -10 passing yards.
Yeah, and you're talking about, you got high-priced running backs, high-priced receivers, and those guys, they can't be happy. They can't get the ball to them. It's bad, man. It's I will say they're probably one of the worst teams I've seen in a long, long time. And sadly, they have a decent defense, but they
held Carolina to 13 points and they'll win.
They have no offense at all. That's going to be curious to see, but you got to think. I mean, you got to think Fields is done. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they play him just because Tyrod Taylor. I mean, Taylor's, at least he comes in and throws the ball downfield and at least tries to get some yards. And he threw a bunch of interceptions too. But Jesus, at least it's like it feels better. I don't know. Fields that was a bad signing they made. So interesting. Maybe they'll go get Kirk Cousins.
Shit, it's gonna set them back for a while. That's a lot of money and it's their QBs get guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Let's stick in New York. Oh my God, can the Giants not close out a game?
I will tell you, that was one of the craziest games I've seen in a long time, though. Because we were over at your house, and when the Giants scored at the end, I was, all right, hey, they won. And
then they didn't win.
I mean, that was actually a good game. I will say the Giants they've improved a lot. Denver didn't do anything till the fourth quarter. I think they scored all their points in the fourth quarter. They didn't look good at all until the fourth quarter. They have a great record. I think they're 5-2, but
5-2.
Giants, I'll say this about the Giants. They're a little more exciting with the young quarterback, with Scadaboo. They're scoring points. Their record's not great, but it just feels like something's happening there. It doesn't feel like the dead team that they were for a while. So
right, they're on the up. They are, but I still don't know if Dayball's the guy.
I don't know if Dayball. I'm going to say this. I think they keep him only. I don't know. I mean, they got something going, and if you change the whole coaching staff again, and you just disrupt everything, I would probably give him one more year. Now that he's kind of got these guys in, I mean, Jackson Dart looks good. He's cocky, young. Scadaboo's cocky and young. They do have something going.
Scadaboo. Man, that guy's a battering ram.
He is. I think it's funny. He's I don't know how tall he is. He's pretty short, from 5 something.
Runs hard.
He does run hard, and he punishes guys when they tackle him. I'm going to give him that. And Jackson Dart makes throws, man. I mean, he's a good quarterback. So I think they're going to do some good things. And I thought defense was their forte. I was surprised when they went ahead at the end and then kind of gave that up. But
the other game, there was a lot of just kind of blah football games in the NFL this weekend. Like a lot of just, it wasn't even close. Like Colts handled the Chargers. That wasn't even close. Cowboys crushed the Commanders.
Yep.
The Niners, the Falcons never felt like they could move the ball on the Niners defense at all. But Micah Parsons, man, he was on fire. Jacoby Brissett looked pretty damn good for the Cardinals, but Mike had 3 sacks. He was crushing it.
He's good. And you know what? I think maybe the Kyler Murray thing is they signed him to a big contract, but they've moved the ball. And as I was reading, they've moved the ball and scored more points with Brissett in there than they do with. Now, the only difference is he hasn't won any games. So, and they're committed to Kyler Murray just because they gave him the contract. But I kind of think maybe this was his year, and maybe he's not. I don't think, they might have to look somewhere else. Here's my thing, though. Who do you look at? I got to be honest. I look in college football. There is 0 quarterbacks that I see in college football that I feel like are number one guys that could come in the NFL and play. Not this year, at least.
Not this year.
No.
Not this year. I mean, honestly, maybe the kid at Simpson at Alabama.
I don't know. He seems like a good college football quarterback to me.
The most pro-ready quarterback, I feel like, is Sawyer Robinson at Baylor. I think
you know what?
He goes through.
You're probably right. You never hear his name come up. I don't know if he's where he's at on the draft list, but he's a big kid, really big kid, strong arm. You're right. He looks and feels like probably the only one to me. So these guys that are all vying for number one, I got to be honest. There's nobody that's going to come in and play right away. None of these kids, or none.
But I feel like the Titans are going to get the number 1 pick, and they're 4. They're a very bad team.
It's going to be the Jets. It's going to be the Jets.
Oh, it's going to be the Jets. It's going to be the Jets. They need a quarterback. So say it is the Titans. Titans would are going to go offensive line. They can't. They have Cam Ward, and they can't protect him at all. He's getting crushed. Jets, they need a quarterback.
They
just, honestly, that's like one of the only things they need. They need a quarterback.
It is. Honestly, you're right. They have a great running back in Breece Hall. They have great receivers. They've got a good defense. They have 0 quarterback.
0 quarterback. I mean, you could trade. I think this is the year we see QB movement more so in the league, more so than new guys coming in. So I just don't. There's not, the college-wise, there's not anyone I'd be like, man, that guy. Like Jaden Mayava, maybe. I don't know.
Nobody's going to help you day one, I don't think. Maybe this might be the year where number 1 pick is not a quarterback.
It's probably going to be an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So.
Because like you said, I mean, you look at. I mean, there's teams that need quarterbacks. There's teams that have young guys. I mean, Cleveland. Oh my God! I mean, Cleveland destroyed Miami.
Miami's. I'm surprised Mike McDaniel still has a job.
I think, yeah, I am too. I'm shocked he still has a job. Tua, I think, is done. And he'll probably play out the year, but our boy Quinn got in fourth quarter, did pretty good, 5 for 8, I think.
Maybe someone like that gets moved in the offseason.
Yeah.
To give a shot at somebody. I just don't know. I don't see this amazing quarterback. And like even that kid Mendoza at Indiana, he's not.
He's a good college quarterback.
He's a good college quarterback. But when the windows get smaller, he's gonna miss those throws.
Yeah.
He's just gonna miss them.
It's kind of a weird year on the quarterbacks. I just don't. I think there's good guys in college right now. I don't see any of them transitioning to be a number one guy at the pro level. And then the pros, there's some shit quarterbacks that are quarterbacks. So I mean,
Geno Smith needs to be benched.
Geno is not doing well. I think I saw a quote. They're not benching him. They're sticking.
No,
with
they're
him.
gonna play because the year's done anyways. You might as well just let him get. But and who do they have behind him? Aiden O'Connell. They have nobody behind him.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody there. Still hanging around. Old Jimmy Garoppolo's still out there in L.A. Is it L.A.? I think so.
But like,
no,
how good is he really?
I think he's very happy being a backup quarterback in L.A.
Yeah, I would be too.
He's made a bunch of money. I think I look at him. He just doesn't look. He looks like a guy that's pretty content, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, you talked about the games. I'm looking at the scores.
There's a bunch of just handled games.
The Rams destroyed Jacksonville. Kansas City shut out Las Vegas.
Oh my God. And immediately after that game, Kansas City's back. They were playing Vegas.
I know.
They're playing Vegas.
Yeah, they're back. I saw the thing. They're back as the favorite now for the Super Bowl. Come on,
ridiculous.
Man.
They're playing Vegas.
I know.
God damn. The Bucks, man, they did not look good.
They didn't look good. Baker was off last night. He was missing some throws.
Jahmyr Gibbs is, my God, that guy is good.
To me, the Lions are still the number one, at least in the NFC, number one team. They look pretty darn good. I'll tell you, in the AFC, New England's looking good, man.
They're winning.
They are, and Buffalo's not looking great, so that's kind of a weird thing there. But they got to fix it in Buffalo. They got the players, but right now New England's ahead of them.
They are. I think down the stretch. I mean, the Packers are 4-1-1. They got a lot quieter around them because they lost that one game, but they're still going to be there in the end. They're so good. Josh Jacobs is such a good running back.
Yeah,
and Jordan Love is a good quarterback. They're good. Their defense is stout. Also, like who's really going to beat them?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think there's definitely some team. I mean, did you watch any of the Philly game, Philly and Minnesota?
I was not able to. My face was hurting.
Well, Philly won 28-22, but Minnesota was in the red zone. I think 6 of the times they were there, they had to kick field goals, and that's 5 or 6 times. But they were moving the ball, but they just couldn't get there. And I think they've got a quarterback. I mean, JJ McCarthy still hasn't played. Who even knows if he's any good? Nobody has a clue.
Yeah, he's getting hurt.
And Wentz he's okay. But he's not a tier 1 QB1.
No, you're not going to win a championship with. I mean, no. Nick Foles came in for him and won the championship.
Yeah,
he's not. But then again, what are you going to do? Go get Kirk Cousins? Like, what do you do? There's not this offseason is going to be interesting because I think there's going to be a lot of teams just holding pat with what they have because there's nobody out there.
Well, they shouldn't have got rid of Darnold, to be honest with you. He had a great year there. And I know they wanted to clear room for McCarthy, and then Darnold's in Seattle lighting it up.
Crushing it.
And
Seattle looks dangerous.
They look good, man. And Houston, it does not look good.
I feel very bad for that quarterback in Houston. He had that great year, his rookie year. He has been literally running for his life since then.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been pretty ugly for him. It's hard to tell if he did have one great year, and it's hard to tell if he's fell off or the team it's offensive just fallen off. But
the offensive line has fallen off.
Offensive line
cannot hold up.
And then Washington with Jaden Daniels is hurt again now, so he's kind of a he's kind of a thin guy,
smaller dude. Yeah, he's a smaller guy.
He's taking those hits, and I think he's getting hurt, and that's everything they have is on him being quarterback. So,
yep.
But I will say Danny Dimes got Indianapolis scoring a crap load of points, man.
It's for real now. I mean, we're 7 weeks in. He has not stopped. That is a team that's going to make the playoffs. They're probably going to win that division. Jacksonville's crumbling.
Jacksonville is done. I think they're not looking good at all.
I don't know if they're done. But they're crumbling a bit. When they go to play the Colts, that's going to be a litmus test for them, because the Colts, I think, are the best in that division.
Well, we'll say this: Jacksonville's had to play overseas twice, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. That's got to be something they're not looking forward to. Those teams.
No. Okay, so you guys talked about that a little bit. So just why Jacksonville is always the team playing in London, because their owner Scout Khan is lit. He's from London. He owns soccer teams, and he bought the team Jacksonville. That's why Jacksonville is always the team playing in London, because it's his team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, not helping them.
They did talk for a while about. You guys touched on this a bit, but there was talks of expansion into international teams.
Mm-hmm.
So a team based out of London. But how shitty would that be if you got drafted by that team and you have to travel 12-hour flights every week just to go play a football game, and then 12 hours back just to go home?
It would suck.
That would be terrible.
So just think about it. You have to get there early. So your whole schedule is different, right? You have to travel days early, get over there, and then you have to travel days early to get back. It's just, that would be and I get, look, the fans over there, they all attend the game. That's one thing when it's like every once in a while. It's a whole different thing when you have a team that is there all the time. And that would be a mess if, number one, they got a shitty team, which, let's be honest, they probably would to begin with. And then
Jacksonville. It would have been Jacksonville.
I mean, holy crap, man. That would just be horrible. Yeah. And I don't even know, like the players, what kind of tax implications did players have? I mean, you got to think of all that stuff too. I mean, from their, their salaries and all that.
Yeah, how are they getting paid, or what currency are they going to get paid?
Yeah, crypto, I guess, worldwide.
Dogecoins.
Yeah. God. Hey, I got one more NFL thing.
Okay.
Your boy and mine, Billy J. Belichick, is a finalist for the. There's 12 coaches up for the Hall of Fame class of 2026 class. It's his first year. Only one makes it, though. I was reading this. I was surprised.
He'll get in. It's
the other ones are Tom Coughlin, Mike Shanahan, George Seifert, Mike Holmgren, who almost got in last year. He didn't make it. Chuck Knox, Dan Reeves, Schottenheimer. So there's a lot of decent coaches there. But
there's a lot of decent coaches, but how many of them have the amount of Super Bowls that Belichick has?
Yeah, I just think from a record standpoint. Let me ask you this now. With all the shit going on with him now, does that make somebody say, yeah, he's going to get in, but I'm not letting him get in the first time?
There's always that person. Yeah. But if enough of it, but he's probably not going to be unanimous, but he'll probably be the pick.
He almost
should be unanimous.
He almost has to be. I'm surprised some of these other guys aren't in. I mean, Tom Coughlin.
Yeah.
I mean, great. I mean, these guys are really good coaches. They won Super Bowls, but I mean, nobody's done anything like Belichick. So I mean, you got to give it to him, as much as he annoys me these days. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that they only allow one in. So
yeah.
Kind of weird.
That's another coach that I think's gone at the end of the year. Belichick is only at a $1 million buyout at NC.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Don't you think he has to be? I mean, although they didn't lose, they only lost by like 3 points or something last week.
But they've lost every game. They've won 2 games.
They're getting better though. Getting better.
They're not. They're horrible. And you can't have that style of press conference in college. It's not the same.
Yeah.
The fans are so rabid in college. They need something. They need to hear the coach, and he gives them nothing. They got to be pissed. I would be real upset.
Yeah, I agree. All right, you got
All right.
anything else on NFL?
Nothing else on NFL. Soccer, MLS is going into the playoffs. Austin did make it. So
The Verde.
Yeah, we'll see how far they make it. Probably not far. The Premier League is really tight right now. It's been very back and forth. Been fun to watch. We'll track that. I mean, that goes on until March, so it's a long season. And then hockey's going. There's some surprise teams for sure in hockey right now, which is fun. But we got to get Big G on to do the hockey.
As he calls it, hot ice going on.
Hot ice, a lot of hot ice.
He's something else.
Yeah, yep, he is something else. But that's all I've got. Yeah, I'm about to be in the throes of wrestling season again. So
hey, that's good. Good, I'm interested. Hey, all right. Before we go, I got a couple little questions for you. World Series quizzes.
Let's go.
Here's the first one. The first walk-off homer in World Series history came in 1949. Who hit it?
Know that. What team?
Joe DiMaggio, Tommy Henrich, Honus Wagner, or Carl Yastrzemski?
In 49?
Mm-hmm.
Was that the Yaz when the Yaz hit it over? No. Probably it's not going to be DiMaggio, is it?
Nope.
So it's not Honus Wagner. He wasn't around. He wasn't playing in 49.
Nope.
So it's Lewis.
Nope. Henrich. Now, who's the only non-Yankee among the top 10 career World Series RBI leaders? Duke Snider, David Big Papi Ortiz, Johnny Bench, or Jose Altuve?
Oh, man, it's between Big Papi and Altuve. Altuve has hit a lot of big RBIs in the playoffs, and he's there all the time. I'm going to say Altuve.
Duke Snider.
It was Duke Snider, really. God, how many did he have?
I don't know.
A lot.
I don't know.
All right, I'll look it up later.
Which Hall of Famer is the only pitcher to record 3 wins in a single World Series in the divisional era since 1969? Randy Johnson, Jack Morris, Catfish Hunter, or Tommy Glavine?
I would say Glavine, but Glavine was on teams where they had like 4 aces. So you want to pitch through that many times. I'm not going to say Glavine. Johnson was always on teams. When he made that, it wasn't with the Mariners. What were the other 2?
Catfish Hunter and Jack Morris.
I'm going to say Catfish Hunter.
I think it was Randy Johnson.
Was it really?
It was.
For what? When he was with the Yankees?
I don't know.
Because Seattle didn't really make it very far when he was there.
No, they didn't make it to the World Series, obviously.
Oh, you know what?
He was with Arizona.
He was with Arizona. I bet it was in 2001 when him and Schilling were pretty much just throwing every single day.
All right, I got one more for you. What was the last team to win a championship without using a relief pitcher during the World Series? The 66 Orioles? And it's hard to even believe the White Sox were there. 2005 White Sox, the 1928 Yankees, or the 1908 Cubs?
I'm going to say 08 Cubs.
Let's see. It was the 1928 Yankees.
Yeah, it was one of those older teams when they didn't have relievers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking about that 05. Man, that 05, you had that 05 White Sox team had like Mark Burley. They had a loaded pitching staff, and they were good. That's when Ozzie Guillen was.
Yeah. But it's just if you think about how bad they've been recently, though, it's hard to imagine they were ever in. But, Colorado was too. Colorado's been there. They've had good years.
Colorado, man, when they had those years when they had Ubaldo Jimenez, and what was that lineup? It was Young Tulowitzki, Todd Helton.
Didn't they have Troy Story there?
Trevor Story, but that was a little bit later. We're talking about. I mean, they've had some superstars go through that.
Oh, they have. They've had great teams. So when they say you can't win Colorado, that's not necessarily true. They have won. But
the thing that you can't win at is pitching high. You can't throw the ball up in Colorado.
Yeah.
The ball just travels.
All right, sir.
All right.
That's all I got. What you got?
I like it. I like the quiz. I don't got anything else. My face hurts.
All right. Let's wrap it up. Hey, as usual, we appreciate you guys joining us here. And if you have any comments, please let us know. I'll put the link in the show notes that you can email us and leave us a good reply on your favorite podcast listening platform.
Oh, we did get an email. I'm sorry.
And we got an email.
I want to give a shout out to Moose Knuckle.
The Moose Knuckle.
Thank you for that email. I'll definitely get back to you. I've just been dealing with some dental work. So
and that's from Moose Knuckle. That's from Sweet Pea to Moose Knuckle.
Oh, Sweet Pea to Moose Knuckle. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's for another time. That's a great conversation piece, though.
All right, everyone.
All right. Hey, let's roll them out of here with our favorite Rollin Balls.
It's the Bunk and Pick podcast.
You have to sing it every time.
I do. Look, I have my Tomlinson.